After all of the LinkedIn influencers that talked about their Michelin star dinner have gone to bed, after all of the Elon Musk posters have hung up their LinkedIn post, after everyone that learned about B2B SaaS from their divorce have gone wherever those people go, there remains Blueprint After Dark. So, what are we doing today at 10 p.m. at night? Well, I sold some pre-courses. So basically, people paid a bunch of money to take the course before it's ready. And then I ghosted them like yesterday. So we met today, but I want to make sure they get their money's worth. So what we're going to do is we're going to write some copy, and we're going to use some of the frameworks that I'm working on in my course to write some copy. Now, I'm still going to add some context in because there's still a translation layer that I haven't got AI to totally do yet, but I'm working on it. So let's dive in. So I have the full chat here and some screenshots of early docs, and we're just going to talk a little bit. This is a conversation I had with Syft, SYFT.ai. And from my understanding of their value prop, they are working with IT shops. I guess these are called MSPs. I don't know what that means. A lot of jargon. And they're and of course that they came in and they're like, we're right for everyone. Well, that may be true, but there are certainly people that can use them more than others. What I'm trying to do is I think that the key value prop here, and my name's Jordan, so you can see that in the chat. I think that the key value prop here is that for these IT folks, this allows them to capture recorded conversation and to be able to figure out, is really a reported conversation? Are there other tickets, which increases revenue? So are people saying, hey, I have these 3 issues, and does the tech only capture one? The other value here is a customer satisfaction value, which is like sometimes when people mention something casually that it might actually be really important, but they might not fully spell it out. So as the founder would be able to hear that, but the tech that's working on it might not know it. So it's really to help kind of net promoter score. And then it's perfectly entered in their system, which means that they can capture the true hours that were spent on the task. And I've included some screenshots of their new branding here. What I want you to do is just talk to me about the world that they exist in today, and then talk to me about what's possible with if they use Syft. And most importantly, tell me who is likely to adopt this, which is to say that I think that these are going to be more experimental folks. We have an opinion that this is not just, the enterprise already has figured stuff out. And if you're too young, you don't have enough techs in place. And I think that the key value prop is basically replicate the quality of you on every call. And we talked about some of the other value props, but can you answer this and tell me what are they doing today? What are the key value props from a problem standpoint, right? What could they be doing with Syft? And then talk to me about, if I had to actually go find the best folks in the world for this, who are they going to be? I'm going to pay some transcripts of calls with customers in here too. Do your duty to your school. I always thought that was a really great Harry Potter line. Okay, I do have the transcripts with customers. Do your duty to your school. That's a good one. Let me. Great. I'm going to pull up these 3 transcripts, and then I'll paste them in. You won't be able to see them. So I think. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Wow. A lot of information there. And I have a process to get you to this place, so you don't need me processing all. Managed service providers. That makes sense. This is right. Customer experience. This is great. Oh. Frustrated current training time for new hires. Oh, good. They're hiring people. Try new tools. Disappointed, so we're not going to mention AI solutions. We're going to see if we can get some emails here. I have no idea if this is going to work. Now that you have this context, what I want you to do is I want to generate some preview opening lines. And so I think actually this is going to be just emotional. So we should assume that we're targeting customers that are growth oriented in this mid-market phase, like, which is okay. Great. So can you run this prompt for this company? So this is the P in the preview framework. Your text missed this. But there's not a pattern with your text notes that I think you should see. Well, I don't know what that means. Did Sarah send you this? This is good. This is great. These are totally BuzzFeed. This is wow. That worked really well. Okay, so now we're gonna see if we can develop the middle section of this email. This is total shot in the dark here. Let's see. Wow. Wow. This is great. This variant one is great. Wow. Wow. Great. Okay, let's see if we can blend it all together now. We got a blender prompt. Let's see what happens. Ooh, this is the first time I think I've tried this. Wow. Wow, this is great. This is great. Okay. I don't know why the formatting is weird. I should probably change that. Okay, this is fantastic. So what I want you to do is I need you to format this in an artifact with all of the variants. I think that my thought too, I want to add some of my options here. You're going to have to format this as you see fit, but I think that like one of the subject lines that, do you remember 1999 question mark? And that should be that should be a variable, which is the start date of the business. And the preview line needs to be, and remember, keep all the notes in line about the preview. The preview line needs to be something like Do you remember the good old days in October, or just say some late month, like, you know, December of 1999, when it was just you and you didn't have any text, so make that like perfectly for the preview line. And actually, you probably want to add something else in there that it's like, do you ever miss those days? And then the engagement is like, I want to capture kind of 3 points. And I want to say that like, do you ever think that if you are on every call, you might find tickets that were never filed? Data that was never structured, and whatever the third value prop is. And then the ask at the end of the email should be something like, want us to record all of your tech conversations for February and tell you about the money you're missing, or something like that. So now what I want you to do is give me the sort of 3 options in an artifact, all formatted nicely so that you can see them, and make sure there are paragraphs between the preview, the engage, and the ask section. And each email should be relatively short. Go ahead and generate this now. So basically what we did is we took the PEA framework and some of the calls and conversations that we had with the client, and we're going to see if it can actually generate the final email. And notice there's no personalization here. Yeah. Scaling from one person shop. Yeah, this is great. When they listen to the same support calls to text, takes 3 more. It's pretty striking. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, this is great. Whoa. Whoa, this is cool. You can like, I've never seen this. Real goals and the casual mentions that never get structured. Okay. Okay, so you have 2 goals now, which is you need to make these shorter. And I also want to see if we can capture like because the value is both the missing tickets, the structured data, and I think also the proactiveness of this, which is like customers may like kind of casually mention issue. So keep everything relatively the same framework, same type of writing, but just try to add those other points. They're less important than the points you mentioned, and make these emails 45% shorter. All right. I feel like pretty good about this. I'm really proud of what I've built so far. Ooh, SIFT email templates. Wait. Okay, these are not. Remember December of '99, just you and your computer when nothing slips through the cracks. I love that. I would just say, ever wish you could hear everything Ever wish you could listen to every word your clients say? Question mark. And then say like, you might catch things your techs miss, colon, unbillable tickets, early warning signs, and casual mentions of future needs. Never captured in ConnectWise. Want us to record your February calls and analyze them with our AI and show you the things that you likely would have caught yourself? Let's do like a version like that. And then also an email variant too. You built an impressive MSP. You can get rid of that. You can say 90% client never get structured properly, meaning missed tickets, undocumented concern, and future needs that slip through the cracks until they become urgent request. I think I would ask that more as a question. Be like, do you ever find that when you were running the shop that none of this would happen? ... 90% of make that. And then make the same call to action in each of these three variants. I want us to prove it. I love that last one for email 3. Keep that one, but adjust the other ones. Actually, I love variant 3, so keep that the same and update the other 2. I think, wow, I'm like really impressed that this thing did such a good job without me having to coax it a lot. I'm just trying to make it a little better. Oh, we've busted the LinkedIn algorithm. Yeah, miss being involved. Okay, shorten 2 to be like, remember when you ran every call and nothing got missed? And then I would just say, no missed tickets, undocumented concerns, and all future needs addressed today. Like, so just blend that. I think instead, want us to prove it. Maybe you can say something like, want to get back to those times. Give us your February calls, and we'll evaluate them with a digital avatar as you and tell you what you missed. Let's do that. I like email 3. Okay, great. Go ahead and make those changes to 1 and 2. Sometimes it's just edit yourself, but it's like a little too late for me to do editing. This is good enough. This is good enough. It's pretty good. So we're going to share this, and I'm going to paste this, and we're going to post a little LinkedIn video. Thank you so much for coming and for watching, and have a beautiful almost Friday, January 10th.